Get it around that 40-yard line, and he's got a chance. And now down goes Kaya at the worst time possible. And the clock rolling, it's going to run out, and Notre Dame is going to escape here with a sack on Kaya.
What steps forward did your team take in the win against Miami?
Well, there's a lot of things that happen within the game. Certainly there was emotion in the game that changed, that most teams maybe don't come back from giving up 27 consecutive points and come back and win the game. That could be probably one thing that we could just talk about 30 minutes on, how our kids had perseverance and resolve and the fight. They were the Fighting Irish, certainly in this game. But I think really where we saw some great improvement was Deshaun Kaiser getting the ball out of his hand, good rhythm in his passing. I thought defensively, defending the deep ball against a very talented Miami receiving core. And then the pass rush. Anytime that you're able to be disruptive with your front four, I thought those three things by themselves show great improvement for a football team.
5 sacks, 12 tackles for loss, 18 rushing yards given up. Is it fair to say that's the best defensive performance of the year for your team? Oh,
without question. And one that has now continued to improve, over the past month. And I think the month of October has shown this defense to get better and better. And I think that is, for me, probably the biggest highlight on the defensive side of the ball, where you can stop the run, defend the deep ball, and do it with a lot of young players and a lot of guys that are growing each and every week.
What pleased you the most about the offense?
Well, I think, being able to get the ball out of our hands, not take sacks against a very, very good front in Miami. I thought the ability to find a running game when you needed it. We were able to disperse the football around to whether it be the tight ends, the running backs, our slot receivers. I thought Torrey Hunter caught the ball well for us. KJ Stephenson continues to be that big play guy in our offense. Equanimous, catches the football for us and makes plays for us. He had a great touchdown catch. But I think more than anything else, it was probably just the commitment that Deshaun showed to his throws. He was assertive, he was committed, and that's a good sign for us.
Empty set. 2 to the left, 3 to the right. Goes to the left, and is it complete? Yes! Touchdown, Notre Dame to Equanimous St. Brown.
It's 20-0. You have all the momentum. You've been there before this year, and unfortunately, it happened again. Special teams miscues took the momentum away from you and allowed Miami to get back in it.
Yeah, once again, some indecisiveness. We got to come up and field a punt that is a little bit shorter, but there was plenty of hang time. We just got to go up and get that ball, because we know if that ball hits the ground with a high punt like that, and the noise in the stadium, it's hard to see it and feel it. Our punt returners got to do a better job of getting up there and getting the football.
You lose a punt into your own end zone for a touchdown that took a wacky bounce. CJ, he sees a ball coming at him, and his natural reaction is to try to catch it rather than get out of the way.
Yeah, his heels need to be at the 7-yard line, and you don't move after that. You get out of the way. You don't field the ball inside the 7-yard line. There's no use in fielding it inside the 7. So he knows that. I think he was trying to make up for what happened earlier, but he's got to trust his coaching, and his coaching in that situation is keep your heels at the 7, get away from it, and again, it leads to a touchdown that turns this game now around and puts Miami ahead 27-20.
That's a seminal moment in this season, because when you add everything that's gone on into this season, I do think most times it would be, here we go again, we can't win this, and it was the exact opposite.
Well, we had talked about it on Thursday. I told our team in the stadium, I said, you're going to have to change the direction that we're going, and you're going to have to figure it out, and you're going to have to go do this. And so they were ready for it. There was no, I don't believe, change in their demeanor. They knew that it was going to happen, and they knew they had to change their fortunes. And they went down the field and found a way, got a touchdown, and tied the football game back up. And I think once they got that score to get it back to 27-27, felt like we were winning football.
Durham Smythe wanted to score, extended the football. It's fumbled on the goal line, and your quarterback goes in there and takes it away from 2 or 3 Miami players.
Yeah, and all we need is a first down there. You know, Durham needs to be aware that he doesn't need to lunge for a touchdown there. That play was extended a little bit too far. He got a little bit too aggressive with it, exposed the football. But when your quarterback dives in there and comes up with it, that's the kind of gritty play you want to see from your quarterback, and that was a huge play for us.
How solid a foundation, how positive of a win is this in terms of turning around a team that's been right on that edge and hadn't been able to win a game like this yet this year?
Well, it was the last piece that we needed. They needed the confidence to know that, you know, if you do the little things right, you come and prepare yourself, if you maintain a great attitude, if you trust your teaching, if you trust yourself, and then you trust your teammates, then this is what happens. You know, this is how you win football games. So they've been doing all these right things. They just needed to be validated. And they've now been validated, so they can continue to do these things, and they'll find